Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another Bruce Willis movie that I've just watched during this weekend. But would you believe it? I've never actually watched The Sixth Sense before. I know a lot about this movie. I'm a big Bruce Willis fan. I'm a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan. He's also my homeboy because Manoj Night Shyamalan is half Malayali. Um, I believe his dad is Malayali, his mom is from Tamil Nadu. So yeah, Indian support all the way. But and I watched a few of his movies, but this one, the most famous one, the one that has won the most accolades, the one that is considered to be his best and is unmatched in several um, for a lot of people. I've never actually watched this movie until yesterday afternoon. So I think because I've heard this story before and I got the spoilers way, when the movie was still in the theaters, and I didn't go to the theaters to watch this movie. Possibly because of that, I didn't feel the inclination to watch it at the time. I kept skipping it, skipping it, skipping it. Finally, I watched it after all these years, getting a lot of messages again. So that is why I haven't watched this movie. But having watched it now, it is a little bit slow paced for me. But at the same time, there's really amazing acting by both Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment. I'm not going to go through the story. It's a movie that came out in 1999. But surprisingly, since I haven't watched it, it does look a little dated to me. But at the same time, I do get the I do get get the reason why this movie was that twist at the end was actually surprising. Since I already knew it, I was looking for the signs, and I of course already knew that was going to happen. So yeah, the fact that Bruce Willis's character is actually dead wasn't kind of might have spoiled it for me, and that's the problem with Malcolm Crowe. That's his name. That's a problem with spoilers earlier on. So I try to avoid. In the last few years, I've been trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can from most movies that I'm really looking forward to. Other than a couple of trailers, I may not watch anything else. I avoid it like the plague. So yeah, this is definitely Manoj Shyamalan's very best. He's also got a small role in it as a doctor. Of course, Indians as doctors. Is there anything I want to mention? Yeah, and Toni Collette or Antonia Collette. I have never seen her this young. I'm a big fan of hers as well. She's amazing. She's an amazing actress. She's done a lot of comedy and she's done a lot of horror and drama and stuff. She does the role of the single mother here, down pat. She's pretty good. Um, of course, like I already mentioned, Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment also are wonderful. Olivia Williams, who plays Anna Crow, and I was wondering where have I seen her before? She looks so familiar, but I don't think I've actually seen a movie of hers. And I was looking into Wikipedia, looking at the filmography, and then I realized um, this is why she reminds me. So I looked down and I was looking at the movies. Postman is one of the movies which is kind of like famous, but I haven't watched that yet. Looking at the other movies, I haven't watched any. Okay, yeah. She was in the X-Men: The Last Stand, but apparently it's an uncredited role, so it is not that. I was checking down. I don't think I've seen her in any of the movies. And then I go down to the television series, and it immediately clicks. She plays Felicity, the British maid of honor who Joey makes out with in London, um, who asks him to speak New York to him. So that's why she's so familiar because I've seen Friends like dozens and dozens of times. So she plays Bruce Willis's wife. I didn't recognize Donnie Wahlberg at all. He plays Vincent Gray, who is the guy who shoots and kills Bruce Willis's character, as well as then immediately goes on to kill himself. So that is pretty surprising. Misha Barton is there as Skyler Collins. Um, Anybody else? No, I don't think anybody else who I actually recognize. Yeah, so I'm just giving my thoughts about this film. Um, I really like the setting. I think Philadelphia looks the kind of part that you know lend it's almost like a another character in the movie. That is kind of to the credit of this movie. I'm not really off the top of my head. I can't really think of many movies that I've seen are shot and set in Philadelphia that are in M Night Shyamalan's, and he grew up in that area, so that is why he um, feels an affinity towards shooting a lot of movies there. No harm in that. Nothing wrong. Go ahead and make more movies in that area. But off the top of my head, I can't really think of any others. Of course, once I stop filming this, I definitely will look at the, oh yeah, that movie was there, that movie is there. But yeah, like I mentioned, so is it a horror movie? It's called a supernatural movie, supernatural psychological movie, and yeah, it's got probably little elements of horror in it. Not too much. I wouldn't call this a horror movie at all. But yes, it can be a little scary for perhaps a younger audience. So I ain't sure if anybody would call this, as horror, and I think it just started to rain. So, in terms of Oscar, it was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, but I'm surprised they didn't actually win anything. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay for Shyamalan, Best Supporting Actor for Haley Joel Osment, and Best Supporting Actress for Toni Collette. But didn't win anything at the box office. It made 293 million in the US, 379 million in other markets, for a total of 672.8 million on a budget of 40 million. That's a pretty good, and it's still kind of talked about as one of the best movies of its type, of its genre, by most people who I know. So yeah, it's an amazing movie. I can't, but at the same time, I wish they had a little bit more. There were parts of it that kind of dragged a little bit, but I'm not going to fault it for that. I will give it an 8 out of 10. Especially seeing Haley Joel Osment, he was such a tremendous, precocious actor for that age, and him and Bruce Willis were like almost magic on screen because of their interactions. So what more can you say about this film? So like I said, just my thoughts about this movie. I don't believe in ghosts, of course, but it's really a wonderful movie to watch. Yeah, so that's it. 8 out of 10 for me for the movie The Sixth Sense, and I think that's it for me tonight. I'm going to go to bed. So I'll see you again in some other movie reviews coming up pretty soon. Good night, guys, and take care. Stay safe.